never thought it would get this bad. This merely started as a nice game between two friends. It all started out so normal, but that all changed when Ethan started stacking all his troops in Northern Europe. We even had an agreement to leave Europe at peace, but it was all a ploy for me to focus my attention elsewhere. But when he did strike, he did it with agility. Before I could even respond, Western Europe, Scandinavia, Southern Europe, Iceland, and Russia had fallen. Even so, Great Britain held, the last bastion for the Blue Empire in Europe. In response to the European massacre, well, I responded in kind. I had held North America since the start of the game, the beauty of our empire. So, I had sent my armies into South America. With ease, I destroyed all his troops, all his armies. Anything he held was gone. And by the time my troops hit Brazil, I had so much hate in my heart. I kept pushing. We crossed the Atlantic, landing in northern Africa. I wouldn't let him get away with what he'd done. I smashed my army's full might through all of Africa, taking it with no losses. But I hadn't noticed Japan. The Green's eastern gem was ready to invade. They would strike Asia through Mongolia, using it as a docking port. Through that, they would steamroll all of Asia, disfiguring everything the Blues had built in mere minutes. Finally, the turn had come back to me. What could I do? My army was not prepared for this scale of warfare.
Yes, the cards. That's it. You would. Wouldn't I? No! And don't worry, I'm not done yet.
But how did you do that? You had perfect rolls for every attack. Why would you do that? You could have lost everything if you failed.
Well, you see, it was a risk, but it was a risk I was willing to take for world peace.